Hello and welcome to Does God Exist? The podcast. Thank you all for watching. If you have been enjoying the series so far, hit subscribe, like, share, comment. It's all very, very helpful. And thanks to everyone who's already done that. The support of the show is, without that kind of support, we couldn't keep doing the show. Now, today we have a wonderful, did you like that, Ben?
I love it, yeah, because I know exactly, because it hasn't gone out yet, so I know that means nothing at the moment. But you sold it so well. I was I'm going to subscribe.
Yeah. I thought, well, today we have Ben Cohen. Ben Cohen is a stand-up comedian, but he's also you're part of a double act, the Lovely Boys, which you're kind of like you're a bit of everything. You're a sketch group, you're a radio show.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, we had the radio show for a little while, but yeah, sketches. It's mainly like visual sketches. When we got the radio show, we were kind of like, well, what? Can you swear on here?
Yeah.
Okay. We're like, what the fuck are we going to do? Because it's all very visual. You know? And what we like to do is not do a lot of work. Yeah. So that's when we come up with a sketch. It's more we've just noticed something, and we're just like, oh, that's something. Let's do that. So when we had to do the radio show, we thought we're not going to be able to do it because it's all audio. But we realised all we had to do was kind of sit down and think about it and do a bit of work, you know? and it came out good, yeah.
And then it came out well. And how did the two of you? Did you know each other before you did comedy? How did yourself and Willie meet up? The
moment I remember meeting Willie for the first time was do you remember Rising Star comedy above that little pub in wherever it was? I saw him across the room after the gig in the bar. Yeah. And he made a funny little face at me. And I was like, I want to be friends with that guy. And I made him my friend, yeah.
The way you said that made him my friend. Oh, that's fascinating, that is.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if you saw it ever. We went on Judge Rinder once.
Yourself and Willie went on Judge Rinder?
Yeah.
I never saw that, no.
Yeah, we went on Judge Rinder and we cut that up because I told him how we met. Judge Rinder wanted to know how we met. And we told that story and we cut bits of Judge Rinder and that story made a sketch out of it. And it was the whole Judge Rinder thing was a ruse. We had to, hopefully we can't get in trouble for that now. Yeah. But we pretended that he'd stolen money off me, or no, he'd rented out my room in his flat without telling me. And that was my gripe. He owed me money. He owed me my rent money back.
He owed you your rent money back, right?
Yeah, but it was all, we made it up. We had to do some.
Oh, so you went and he adjudicated on you.
Yeah. And then me and Willie just busted up the money afterwards. I won. The company, the TV show pay for it. They pay, if you win the claim, they give you the cash that you're claiming.
So they didn't know you were winding them up?
No, we had to come up with a story. We had to come up with something.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh.
That's great. So the first question anyway, Ben, going back to the Does God Exist podcast, the first question I ask people is, when you were growing up, what's your kind of earliest memory of any kind of religious education or guidance, whether in the home or did you go to, you're Jewish, so did you go to like a synagogue or anything like that?
Is that a problem?
No. No. I'm just asking you because I would normally say to someone you go to mass or church, but in the Jewish religion you don't use
synagogues. Yeah, no, I remember going as a kid in Israel to synagogues. We never really did it in the UK. I mean, there was never much religious stuff going on in the UK for us. But whenever we went, because my dad's grew up in Israel. He was born in Israel.
Oh, right.
His family Moroccan, and they, when State of Israel started, they got kind of driven out and they had to go, they moved to Israel. So he grew up in Israel. So I got a huge family in Israel.
Right.
And we would go out there multiple times a year when I was little. And that's when I remember going to synagogues.
Oh, with your cousins and stuff like
that, yeah. And I mean, I still don't speak Hebrew. I just never, I don't know what was going on when I was out there.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of nodding.
Yeah.
So that was my first experience, but no one was really that, like, there was no kind of, I don't know, it wasn't like specifically like God's telling you to do this and that. It's
Okay.
just like, we're going to go here and you have to be a little bit quiet and wear one of these hats.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
But obviously you did the rabbi would have been saying stuff, but you didn't
Yeah,
understand what he was saying.
I don't know. What
And
he
did
was
you like the ceremony of it? Did you like the kind of pageantry?
No, there's a bit like on Friday night dinners, like Shabbat dinner. That was always good fun. It was great. It was loads of great food, and they would do a prayer at the start, and they pass around a little like goblet of wine,
Right.
and I get to have a bit of wine when I was like a kid, and I loved it. I used to love that bit of it. So that I liked about it, like the tradition, the ceremony,
So-
anything which gets everyone eating together, I think is a
Yeah.
good thing.
So what's the Friday night thing? You just
Friday
do
night
that.
dinner,
You
Shabbat
just do it
dinner.
in your own house.
Yeah, it was like a family thing. Or I mean, it's not necessarily a family thing. People have, Jews congregate with other Jews and have dinner on a Friday night.
Oh, right.
But yeah, it was at my grandparents' house, and it was like a huge table with
In
Israel,
in Israel, yeah.
with like all the family there, and all the kids were just like running around crazy.
Every Friday. That's great.
Yeah, well, not for me, but when I was over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when back in the UK, there was no Jews where I was growing up.
Right.
So there was I don't have that much Jewish culture other than when I was over in Israel.
I don't know. And when you went to school here, did you do was there a religious class or?
No, I remember the benefit of it is when everyone had to learn the Lord's Prayer, and my mum said that I couldn't because I was Jewish, and she didn't really care, but
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do that.
You didn't want to do
I
it?
didn't want to do it. I didn't want
Yeah.
to learn the Lord's Prayer. I didn't want to have to recite a Lord's Prayer. I'll learn it. So my mum got me out of it by saying I was Jewish.
Yeah, because I've had Ali Woods on this show, and I was saying to him, like, when I was in school in Ireland, I went to schools that were Catholic schools, but I remember, like, if there was kids that were Protestant, and that they would just have a free class when we did religion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they would just do their homework in a free class. But he was saying in his school that
What? All right, I'm totally ignorant about it.
Wow.
What's a Protestant? What does that mean?
So you've got Catholicism, and then
Yeah.
you've got in Ireland the Protestants would be Church of Ireland. So
Yeah.
it's God, I'm not the best person to answer this, but
Oh, good.
I think it's
Glad-
basically there was a guy in Germany called Martin Luther,
Yeah.
and he wrote a thing given out about the Catholic Church, about the corruption and the
Yeah.
money and all that, and it led to a breakaway church from the Catholic Church. And the idea behind it originally was that they wanted kind of maybe a more humble religion,
Okay.
more focus on God and maybe hard work. I don't really know, but then anyway, so that kind of spread in Germany and places like that, Scandinavia, Holland, and then Henry VIII changed Britain to Protestantism because he wanted to get divorced, and the Pope wouldn't let him get divorced. So in Ireland, when Cromwell and then we're doing like the plantations, they were sending Protestant people. They were taking land off Catholics and sending Protestants over to take it over.
Right.
So in every kind of every town and in Northern Ireland, you kind of have like a mix of 50-50, but in every town and village in Ireland, you'll have a minority of Protestants. And
Okay.
And when I was growing up, there was no animosity or tension or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
But it would have been considered, it probably just was considered, maybe it was, I don't know how it was just considered, but like the idea was we shouldn't be teaching them our religion. I suppose a
Right,
respect thing more than anything. I guess
okay.
a respect thing more than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. No, my school was not really they weren't pushing much religion. But yeah, no, I don't. Do you believe in God now?
No.
Was there a point where you figured it
Oh
out?
yeah, well, yeah. When I was a child, I definitely did you believe in God when you were a
Yeah,
child?
I remember I would get like, if my parents went out,
Yeah.
on a night out or whatever, I was convinced they were going to die.
Right.
I was like, they're not coming back.
I think that's a common enough thing.
Yeah, and I would
Yeah.
pray. I'd be like, please,
That they would come
just
back.
let them come back. Yeah,
Yeah.
That I remember doing that. That's about as religious as I got, I think.
When you were younger.
Yeah, and then I think I watched like Richard Dawkins' The God Delusion,
Right.
and I was like, of course,
Yeah.
Doesn't make any fucking sense, right? It's mental.
Yeah.
So that was after that. I was like, "There's definitely no God. There's nothing. There's nothingness."
Okay.
And then maybe more recently, since I've been taking magic mushrooms, like
Right.
not like a lot. Like, I don't take them all the time, but
Yeah.
since I have taken them in my life, I mean, you know, you have this sort of experience of being connected to everything living and to something, and that gives me the feeling that there's something else. This is not. This is just. I don't even know what this is, but it's there's definitely something bigger than this.
There's an energy.
Yeah,
There's an
yeah.
energy force, and there's things we don't see,
Yeah,
and there's things we don't hear,
yeah.
and there's more going on than we're conscious of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Our what we perceive of reality is such a fucking small bit of what it actually is.
Mm.
So that gives me some comfort as well, I think, as well.
That there's something bigger.
Yeah, because
There's
I get
something
like
big connected.
I got these like doom thoughts of like either me dying or my family and friends dying.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I do. And it's and I just that's helpful. Yeah, I don't know. That helps me think that, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's not. It won't be the end if I don't see them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's just there's something. There's something else. But yeah, the doom thoughts are.
Well,
it's not.
It's
dark.
It's interesting because I didn't really know when I started this podcast. I didn't really know what I was doing or where it was going or anything. And I would have been very like that. You know, you got your Christopher Hitchens, your Richard Dawkins. I listened to all them.
Yeah.
I was like, these lads they're onto it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I found on the podcast when I've been interviewing other people who are into Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens, and they start saying back to me, I'm like, God, it's very bleak.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like,
it's very bleak.
Makes sense, but I hope
it
it's
makes
not right.
sense, but it's very it feels very reductive.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I would love to know if any of them have had like a huge hallucinogenic experience, which I think like it just changes your perspective
on things.
Yeah. And then and even if, and do you know what I mean? Like, I don't care if it's not true. It's like it's a good thing to feel it as well.
Well, that's kind of it, like, you know, because you like Jack Skipper said in this, like, you know, he said you don't need evidence to believe. It wouldn't be faith if you needed evidence to believe in it.
Yeah.
And that in somehow is life more pleasant and enjoyable and easier to get through if you just decide I believe in something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Will it make does it add a bit of extra color to your life? So do you think like in the universe we're the only ones here?
No, that's ridiculous. Yeah. It is. It's mad to think that it is so vast. It's like it's beyond comprehension, and the you know that we're the only ones is madness. No. Yeah. I mean, what do you think?
Well, it's just like if the universe is infinite, like there has to be.
Yeah, I mean, there's a mathematical, you know, theory, isn't there, where it's sort of it's almost impossible that we're the only ones.
That we're the only ones. Yeah. It'd be
like not, you know, of intelligent life of some sort.
Intelligent life, yeah.
Yeah. But we're probably up there as one of the most intelligent.
In the known, well, we're the most intelligent in the known universe.
Yeah.
So maybe in the in the unknown universe.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this. I don't think they've ever come here or we'll ever get there.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think if it's of anything of any life form from anywhere else that's come here has been in like form of a bacteria of some sort on a meteorite or something.
Right.
But I don't think like anything intelligent has been here and had a look and then
left.
Probed anyone or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
That's I don't believe that.
Yeah. Before what would be the most preferable if there was another like intelligent group of people or whatever beings and they came here? What would be your kind of favorite outcome from that?
I wouldn't ride in one of their
spaceships.
Spaceships.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I'd be like, can I have a go at driving? You know?
You're an action man.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to get behind the wheel. I want to see what it can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just fly about. And
Would you'd be type of guy? Would you go to space if you had the chance?
yeah, I think I will.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of
Yeah.
those people who like they applied to go to Mars? Would you go to Mars?
No, because that's
No.
a death sentence, right?
Mm.
Yeah, no. I mean, look, if I was like, if I had nothing to live for,
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, let's fucking do it, right? But if I've got, I've got people that like me at home, so
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I remember
wanna
reading
go
about.
home.
I remember reading about it, and there was people who had applied who had family, kids, and you're like,
Really?
oh, yeah. And then the other thing I remember seeing about it, the people they're looking for is people who can survive on no stimulation.
Losers. They're gonna send a bunch of fucking losers to Mars.
People who are able to handle no, like just nothing.
Yeah.
You know.
Who's that? Do you know anyone like that?
I
Anyone in your family could make me up for it?
No, I don't really.
No.
I always think maybe the guy out in Father, like you ever watch Father
Yeah,
Ted,
yeah,
like
yeah.
The priest who just shows up, sits down, and doesn't.
Yeah, they
doesn't
want to get
speak.
struck by lightning. What's his
Yeah,
name?
yeah, Father Stone.
Father Stone. That's it. Yeah, Father Stone. I love Father Ted. I just started watching it with my son.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. There's a couple of bits in it which are a bit too much, but he loves it. He loves it so
it's
much.
gas.
Yeah. It's great watching like all those like those things now with like my little boy, like that I used to love, and you get to like relive it, stuff like that.
Well, I did a gig with Father Stone once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, Mike. I think his name's Michael Redmond.
Yeah, because it was all they were all comics, right?
Yeah, they were all comics.
Yeah.
And it was quite funny because it was one of the first times I went to Edinburgh. I hadn't been doing comedy that long, and I was doing like an Irish compilation show for The Stand, and it was in quite a big theatre kind of thing, and there was a backstage area, and he was sitting by, and he's a big man, big guy like, and he was sitting there, and I was all chat, and he was just like,
He was like Father Stone, was he?
He was a little bit like Father Stone. I got a selfie with him and everything, and he was lovely, but he wasn't chatting much. Like,
Yeah. Oh, that's good to know.
That's good, yeah. But they were all in it. Graham Norton was in it. Like, it's
Graham
for me
Norton's
now.
great,
Like,
isn't he?
if it's there's guys still touring off the back of being in Father Ted. You know?
Yeah.
You know, if I come along when I started, it would have been nice. You know.
Who was the guy? Who's the young one? Who called his priest Frosty?
Oh, Father Damo.
Father Damo.
Yeah, so he does. He tours.
Does he?
He still tours every year or so on the back of that, because that's everyone's favorite character.
Yeah. That episode's great. The no swearing bit. Do you
Yeah.
remember that bit? Fuck you fucking grasshole.
and which do you prefer, Oasis and Blur?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, love that one.
So right, you think, okay, so you'd like to believe, but you don't really believe in God. What do you think happens when you die?
Don't know. I hope there's like some version of your consciousness is something somewhere.
Right.
I don't know. I think you get recycled and become. That's what I think you feel like when you're on mushrooms, and you feel like everything's connected.
Right.
But you see like a kind of web almost.
Well, there's life in everything.
Yeah.
That's what you see.
Yeah, that's what I think. You see this connected. So I think you become your conscious. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
You just get into those
You
streams
become into
of
those-
energy.
yeah,
like you become part of that web,
Yeah,
that spider's
Yeah.
web, and you're just
Yeah.
there,
But
conscious of it. But
yeah. But I hope I love my wife. Right. I want to hang out with her forever.
yeah,
So I hope there's some sort of something where we can sort of figure that out.
yeah.
And I like my family. I get on with them. I want to see them forever. That's probably why I get these doom thoughts about like dying and leaving them. But yeah. So is that what happened? I don't know what happens. I have no idea what happens.
And
but
do
I
you
feel
remember
like,
the first time you saw a dead body? Did you ever see a dead body?
I don't think I have seen a dead body.
Have you not?
Have you?
Yeah, loads.
Loads? No.
Well, because in an Irish funeral, you
Open
leave-
casket.
open casket, yeah. Well, not in the funeral, but you do the wake. You do the removal, they call it.
Yeah.
So you go to
that's
the
a bit of a vibe, isn't it? An Irish wake.
Yeah, they're
Was
good
it?
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good fun. Yeah.
I don't think I have. Have I seen a dead body? I don't think I've seen a dead body. I don't think I
Really?
have. Yeah.
All right, you're in for a treat.
Oh God. So I remember when my granddad died, I didn't go and see him because I didn't want to. I was close with him, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to. I just wanted to remember. I didn't want to because I figure that you'll never get that image out of your mind, right? No,
Hey,
I don't know.
Jeez, I don't know if I should say this. Like,
Well, go on, you should.
when my dad was dying, he was in an induced coma for a couple of weeks before he died, maybe
Right.
10 days before he died, and I still have a video of him in the coma on my phone.
Do you?
Yeah, but I never really look at it, like, you know. But I just took it and I've kept it.
Yeah, I get. Well, yeah, I guess you wouldn't.
And then I was there
delete it, would you?
for the actual moment he died. Like, so what they kind of like they were able to predict almost to the hour when he was going to die.
Really?
Yeah, almost to an hour.
Well, how comes he was in a coma?
Well, he had cancer, like, so he was dying, and they were just like, he's in basically in palliative care, and then at one point they're just like, he's slipping in and out of consciousness. So he's kind of chatting to you, but he's gradually getting weaker and weaker.
Mm.
And then there's a bit where he's sort of slipping in and out of consciousness, and then they basically come to us and they're like, listen, the best thing to do now is to put him in an induced coma, and then he'll die with some degree of comfort.
Right.
Otherwise, if you don't do that and you let it go, he'll die in agony. And we went for that.
So did he know?
No, well, not really. Like, I don't think he knew we were going doing it, because at this stage he couldn't really talk or anything like.
Right. Yeah.
And then to put him in, and then it just looks like he's asleep, and he's breathing, and but he's very weak. And then I took it in turns with my brother to stay overnight,
Yeah.
and you're sleeping in like a futon beside the bed. And the nurse woke me up in the middle of the night and was like, because you sleep there so that someone's with him when he dies. And she's like, it's going to happen soon.
Right.
And you stood up beside it, and there was two nurses there, and you're just standing there beside the bed, right? And it's sort of weird, like, because the breathing is quite laboured and has been for a day or two. Like, so for a day or two, it looks like he could stop breathing any time, because it's very laboured, you know. And then he stops breathing, and they go, that's it, and you're grand. And then there's like 30 or 60 seconds, and then you have that last breath.
Right.
You know, I think they call it the death rattle or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'd obviously never, the nurses have seen that before. I've never seen that before. Like, I fucking jumped.
Did you?
Yeah, they were like,
He's back.
yeah, well, that's what it looks like.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It does look like, because breathing stops, and then there's a gap, no breathing, and then there's an exhale.
Yeah.
Like it's called. But they'd seen it. They'd seen it so often, you know.
Oh,
but yeah, it's an interesting. It's an interesting experience.
I know my wife was with her dad when he died, and they knew it was coming. It happened. They left him at home. He didn't want to go into hospital. He wanted to be at home, and he wanted to have. I think he wanted a bottle of wine and a spliff, I think.
Oh, right.
And she said it was obviously it was really, really hard, but she said it was like a magical experience. She said it's like, she said it was like giving birth, in a way that it's like the veil between the two worlds is at its thinnest at that moment.
Yeah,
and it's like a magical experience. That's how she described it.
It's an interesting thing. One thing I would say, and I definitely experienced this, it brings people together.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know why. Death brings you closer to the people that are still alive.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, interesting experience. So what do you, so you've never, God, that's amazing that you've never seen a dead body.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm pretty, I would remember it, wouldn't I? No, I haven't.
Yeah. So you think when you die, you think that's it.
What did you ask me? I can't remember.
So so when you die, what do you think happens? You think that you go into the ether and you become part of the energy of the system?
I think so. I don't think there's any connection between like this and that.
Yeah.
I don't think. You know, you always hear people like thinking like, I don't know, like a butterfly just hung around for like 10 days after, you know, one of your folks dies or something like that. You know, you hear these like stories and stuff like that.
A robin is one.
Yeah,
People
but
always
people,
talk about
but they have these like stories about that, and I don't know. I mean, that would be comforting. That would be nice. Wouldn't it? I mean, maybe it's just a thing you do to sort of protect your own sanity. You know, you to feel like someone's okay. You know, they're coming to tell you that they're okay wherever they are
and they're around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you ever do that thing, you know, like in the sci-fi movies where they upload
your consciousness to like a head or something,
yeah,
like in Futurama?
yeah, well, not quite like for Futurama, you're actually like, but you know, like in the movie Her, where you give all the data to
Right.
like an IT company,
Yeah,
and they create like an Alexa or something that.
I don't think I could do that because
Too
I know Natasha would never do that.
Yeah, yeah.
So there'd be no chance in us like hooking up in the afterlife if I was like stuck in a USB drive in fucking in some office.
Yeah, no, it's too weird.
Yeah.
It's just too weird.
Yeah, yeah. You might be trapped. You know, what if there is something else and you fucking trapped yourself in a fucking USB stick? You know what I mean? You'd be so fucked off. You? You figure it out later on. You're like, fuck. I'm stuck in this geezer's fucking desk.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Right. So let's go to the next question. Right. Let's assume, we'll just imagine that there is a God and there is a heaven, right?
Yeah.
And you're at the gates of heaven and God says, yeah, all right, Ben. He says, I want to let you into heaven. Right.
Oh, yeah.
But you
Nice
need to refresh my memory. Remind me of 3 good things you did while you were alive that might warrant your admission into heaven.
3 good things I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. I mean, I'm a good person. Maybe that's why things aren't standing out, because I'm just generally good. Okay, God.
Yeah.
Will you take that? I'm a stepfather.
You're a
right? I'm a
stepfather,
stepfather.
right.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I don't like to call myself a stepfather. I'm his dad.
You're his dad.
That's good. I've been faithful to my wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that?
That's
I don't
good.
know. I mean, is it? I don't know if that's natural even, but morality, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love my family. I've loved my parents and my sister.
Yeah.
And unconditionally, and I'd do anything for them, and I've done anything for them. So
yeah, I think that's
there we go. Can I get in now?
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Yeah.
Whew, thank God for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah. What have you been asked this before? What have you got? What would you do? Give me just one of the good things
that I've done.
Yeah, to get you in.
Well, you see, I kind of have a bit of a cheat in it, because I work in healthcare, so I've genuinely saved lives. Like,
you may have, yeah, but you some of that stuff's poison.
So
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's say that is null and void.
Yeah. So
what else you got?
You can't switch it out.
Yeah.
I think similar to you. Like, I think I look after my son. I'm nice to my girlfriend, and I'm good to my family. And
yeah.
You know, and I give a little bit of money regularly to charity. And I've done some charity events. I've cycled long distance for charity.
How long?
I've cycled from the bottom of Ireland, top of Ireland twice.
And how far is that? Because that's quite a small country.
Yeah, it's quite a small country.
That's going to get you in.
It's about 800 kilometers.
800k. Okay, you can get in with that. I've done 50 miles tops.
In one.
Yeah, and it wasn't for. Well, maybe it was for charity. I can't remember actually. I did this one cycle ride once, and I wasn't prepared for it.
Oh, were you not?
No, my friend asked me if I'd do it, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it was 50 miles, and I read that beetroots give you like extra endurance.
Right.
So I was up at 5 a.m. eating a whole pack of beetroots.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was gagging, and I can't eat beetroots now. It's just.
And where did you cycle to and from them?
I don't know. It was a circuit around East Anglia. It was 50 miles, and I was just ill for days afterwards.
Started about 9 o'clock or 9 a.m. or
something like that. Yeah, but I was up at 5, so maybe it started earlier than that.
Jesus.
I don't know, but
how was your bum?
At 8, I couldn't walk properly. I was like, who does this? I'm like, that's it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, done. I'll cycle around in town a little bit, but that's it.
I tell you one that's interesting. When you do it for a week, right?
Yeah.
Very bizarre.
Get numb ass.
No, well, I had the
pads
and they like
padded ass. I had a padded ass.
Yeah. But it's quite weird. About halfway through, it gets easier.
Yeah, you hit the wall, you break through it.
Yeah, it's almost like your body starts adapting to the bike, and when you're not on the bike, it feels like you're missing a part of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And you get into a groove and you get into a rhythm, and you could just do it and do it and do it. But I'll tell you what's mad, right? I did it 2 years in a row, and the second year I did it I remember everyone kept saying to me, "Oh, I bet you must have lost loads of weight," and I was like, "Oh man, you eat."
Yeah.
Like it's unbelievable how much you eat. So I decided to weigh myself before and after the second time.
Yeah.
Put on a pound.
Did you?
Yeah, because
what kind of stuff are you eating? Like, how often do you stop? Is it like pub lunches?
Yeah. So we would stay. So you'd have a hotel breakfast.
Yeah.
And then you'd usually have a pub lunch, and then you're back in another hotel, and you have a hotel meal. But then we had a van that was just full of like bottles of Lucozade and bars of chocolate and bananas and stuff like that. And I remember there was one day I cycled. I'll never forget. I cycled about 100 kilometers, and I got into the hotel, and they had a pool, so I was going to go to the pool, and I saw a box. There was a big box of Kit Kat Chunkies.
Yeah.
And I had 3 of them in a row, one after the other, and like
Kit Kat Chunky, no less.
And if I did that now, I think I'd get sick.
Yeah.
But because you've burned so much energy, it just devoured. Like it didn't. It felt like nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
I just got back from a snowboarding trip, and at the end of the day, we always look for somewhere great to eat.
Yeah.
And I just food for me is like drugs now. Like the experience of eating good food, I just enjoy it so much. So I really seek out like good foods, and like especially like when you're spending a lot of energy in the day, like really rich foods. And we were in Italy just now, so it's like a lot of pasta, a lot of red meat and stuff, and I just love it. Eating to me is like one of the best things about living. That is what I'll miss when I'm dead, is eating.
Eating out.
Just eating. I like cooking. I like eating. I like talking about food. I like looking at food. Yeah, it's just great, isn't it? Maybe I don't think so, but I love it.
No, I do. I think it's one of the great pleasures in life. Interesting. Like I remember when I was younger, the main place I wanted to go on holidays was America. I wanted excitement.
Yeah.
But now I would take a holiday in Italy over anywhere in the world. Just and mainly because you just walk around and you eat.
Yeah. I went to Ohio recently, and the food there, fucking I didn't get a vegetable for 4 days. Honestly, they're all fucked over there. Like they're ill because they're eating shit.
I find it can be like that, particularly if you go to small towns and doing comedy in the north of England. I find it can be very hard to get.
Yeah.
I remember I was in this town doing a gig, and I had drank for a couple of nights, and I was like, oh, I need to have something healthy.
Yeah.
And I asked someone, like, they told me there was an Italian place that did pizza and pasta. They told me that was the healthy place.
Yeah.
But when I went there, it was booked out. So I ended up just having to get like chicken and chips. Everywhere else had chicken and chips.
So disappointing when you've got your mouth set on something and you can't have it.
And have you ever been like in a restaurant in Italy where I remember being there once before, and you eat the pasta, and I eat kind of fast. Like,
I don't.
And then the next thing, it's like out of the stereotype, like the Italian woman comes out and starts giving me extras. Do you know what I mean? And you're like, and they love a man who just eats.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, that must be some small town village
small
stuff.
Town, the Amalfi Coast. Amalfi Coast.
I went to the Amalfi Coast last year, I think it was. But we didn't eat out much. We were staying in the place where we were. But it's an amazing spot.
There's a place in the Amalfi Coast talking about this God podcast called The Stairway to Heaven. Did you do that?
No. Although the place we were staying at
was
like hundreds of steps to get in and out of the property.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah. It was like,
because I can't remember where it is. I think it might be in Capri or somewhere. We didn't stay there, but we went there for a day, and we kind of cheated. We got a lift up. We had a drink on the top, and then we got the steps down.
Oh, wait, is it in town? Is it just the steps to go down into a town?
I think the steps go from one town to another town.
So I remember we went somewhere where we we went down for dinner. We just go down loads and loads and loads and loads of steps. And my dad was like, I'm not going to be able to get back up.
Yeah.
And we got one of these little like rubbish carts that not rubbish carts. It was like, they're these little taxis, but they're tiny little like electric cart things.
Right.
And you get like 6 people in them and they go up all through the kind of like sewer networks.
Oh, right.
Or is it weird?
Wow.
But yes, that's probably not the steps have got. I don't know. There's a load. Everywhere there's got a load of steps on it because it's all like cliff face.
It's all cliff face. Yeah, it's a lot of steps. But these steps, yeah, it'd take hours. But it was the scenery. It's just they're amazing. Yeah, yeah. Right. I've another one for you now. Right. God exists. You're in heaven.
All right.
Offers you the chance of reincarnation. Would you like to be reincarnated?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll come back again. Yeah.
All right, Ben.
Go.
I'm going to give.
Wait. What? How old? You come back as a baby?
Yeah. So I'm gonna you. He says, I'm going to let you live a second life.
Right.
But there's a catch.
Yeah.
You have to change at least one aspect. Now, you can change more than one aspect, if you like, of your race, gender, or sexuality.
Race, gender or sexuality.
What would you come back as?
You've got to go black, haven't you?
You come back as a black man?
No, I don't. What would I do? I don't know. Race, gender, or sexuality.
I think that'd be a good one.
Pretty would, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a totally different experience. But I kind of like. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going with black.
You come back as a black man.
I'm coming back as a black man.
Yeah. Do you think?
I mean, my son's black as well, so
is he?
It would probably help with that too. Yeah.
Ah, that's interesting. Do you think coming back as a black man would be less different than coming back as a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think being a woman's
completely
is completely
completely different.
Yeah.
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 I think so. I think I probably agree with you there. I often think that the coming back as different sexualities may not be that different because it's only one aspect of your life that necessarily is different.
I mean, I suppose we wouldn't have. I mean, I don't have. Like I said, my son's not my biological son anyway. I just say you can't have kids of your own, but I can't either.
Yeah, but they, I suppose there's probably ways around it now.
Oh, there is, isn't there?
Yeah,
you get surrogate.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to be gay. I don't think.
You don't want it.
I don't think I want to be. Do you want to be gay?
No, but it's just. I think I do think it would be.
I just love women. I like really. Do you remember how old were you when you realised that you like women?
Oh, like 12, 13 or whatever.
I think because I was like 5 or 6. I remember
5 or 6.
Yeah, I remember putting it on. I remember looking at topless women in the pool when I was like really, really young, and thinking that is great.
I don't.
So I think I like women too much to.
I think it'd be very interesting to live lots of different lives.
Yeah,
I think it would be very interesting to live lots of. God, you're me confused now because like I'm kind of thinking about. Like obviously it's like it might have been attracted to women, but like it doesn't really come into focus until you go through puberty and then you have the.
Yeah, no, I always remember. I remember playing Kiss Chase when I was really little.
Yeah,
I remember holding some girl's hand in a tent.
I married my neighbour when I was about 3.
Oh yeah.
You know, I did it. Yeah. We photographed from the wedding.
That's great.
Yeah. But I think that was more that my sister wanted to.
She was playing make it up, playing
she
dress
wanted
up
to adjudicate. I don't. That's not the right word, is it? That she wanted to officiate a wedding more than the two of us wanted to get married.
It was a arranged marriage.
An arranged marriage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'd want a similar setup, but different experience. You know?
A different experience. Yeah. So that kind of show. I think it's an interesting one because I think in theory all the non-straight white men should pick straight white man.
Right. Yeah.
And then and then for us, because I think we'd all get a bit of a wake up call because we probably. I do think we probably have easier life.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Than other people like.
Yeah, I mean, it's tightened up a little recently over years, but we've had a pretty good ride.
We've had a pretty good run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
and so like God, when I think about my dad and my granddad's generation, like the expectations of men were tiny.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Isn't it? Like, yeah.
like they really were. Like I just think the way my dad lived his life, he just would not get away with it.
No.
Not
There's like that whole generation is of men of like, yeah, they've had it really easy. And they don't, I don't think they even know it now. Like people that are still like around, they don't get it
yeah.
that they're,
Oh, I think my dad was aware of it. Like
that he had an easy ride.
yeah. Because he was literally born as World War II ended.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The sweet spot.
It's a sweet spot. Like it's like the best time to be born in history. End of that war, and then like obviously in his lifetime, Ireland went from being very poor to being very to being rich, to being like very.
What did your dad do?
So he did a few. He inherited a pub.
Oh yeah.
So he inherited a pub, like so. My great granddad had set it up, like so. He had a family business, but like while everyone else did well out of it, like he ended up a millionaire. Like
Oh really?
Yeah. He sold it for over $1 million.
Oh great.
Yeah. So he like my grandparents, they had, I would say, like an enjoyable life, but didn't get to travel much or didn't see much of the world.
Yeah.
It was my dad's got to travel everywhere and got to have to crack all over the world.
Yeah, that sounds like quite a blessed life.
Oh yeah. And he was very aware of it. Like
yeah.
So,
but in terms of like, because like the stereotype is like the women do so much in terms of like raising the kids and stuff like that. What was he like with that? Was he?
Jesus. Sure, my mother said he didn't even pay attention to us till we started talking. You know what I mean? Like I have a son now. The whole idea that I wouldn't even, he wasn't at any of our births, right?
Right. Yeah.
My mother said he barely noticed us until we started talking. Like he definitely never changed the nappy or he didn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
He was good crack. Like I think of it now, but even now, like,
did you live at the pub then?
No. He grew.
He was at the pub every day because he kind of had to be.
Yeah. There was a lot of that. Yeah, there was a lot of that. He grew up above the pub, but we didn't live in it.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't live in it. But I see it now, even with my son, like where it's more. It's still like. If we were even today, like he goes for a nap in the middle of the day, like and she's trying to do some work, so I'm like I'm gonna put him to bed, like but he's having none of it. You know what I mean?
How old is he?
Like he's 1.5.
Right.
Like, so when if I'm putting him to bed and it's trickier to do, it's trickier to do now. But most of the time, if I'm putting him to bed, what we do is we pretend she's left the flat.
Yeah, that's better.
So I lie beside him.
How do you pretend that to him? Because he doesn't understand English right now. I guess.
So he'll climb out of the room. He'll crawl out of the room and he'll open the door and she'll have turned off all the lights in the flat.
Yeah,
and she'll be hiding in the bath.
Don't you do like mad shit as a parent? You have to do this crazy mad shit.
And he would walk around the flat. And I remember the first time we did it. First time we did it, we didn't agree to do it. First time she did
stumbled across it.
And he came out of the room and I was like, she's gone to work. And he went around and he looked around the whole house. And then he came back in and he lay in the bed and he just stared at the ceiling like that. And I never seen anyone look so betrayed.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I mean? He was just like, he couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Because
they still think they're a part of the mum by that.
That's it. That's it. There's this thing I heard where they say dad, often their first word is dad first because they don't see the mother as being separate to them.
Right.
They see themselves as being the mother. So like, the first few times, I would have put him to bed before where she's left, and that's grand, and he will cry and whatever. But he'll accept that it's me. but then there was a period where if she was still in the house, we found that the best thing to do was just for us to pretend she had left.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
how many times are you doing that a week, do you think?
It's not much.
No.
No. Like, went through when she had a bit of work on, she had a bit of deadline. I was doing it 2 or 3 times a week, but often
Yeah.
she just does it because
Easier.
it's just he's crying for her.
Yeah.
And she feels bad not doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's hard, isn't it?
it's tricky. Like,
because I've been trying to have a baby for the last 5 years, and I feel broody. And I was at my friend's house, and I heard this baby crying, and my instinct is to go and pick it up, like you want to help it.
Yeah.
So imagine as a mother for your own baby, that must be really difficult to not.
Do you know what? I probably get shot for saying this. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, but for all and women will rightly say they get the burden of the work and everything.
Yeah.
But the way a baby loves a mother, you would be a bit envious of it.
Oh, as the as the like you're a bit envious of.
Yeah, you would be a little bit, yeah.
The Oedipal thing, you mean?
No, but just like it is lovely. Like when okay, you be. Say I'm in a playground with him and he falls over and he hurts himself and he turns and he puts his hand up and you go and give him a hug and he's crying and then he goes, like they get that a lot more than you do, and to have someone who just loves you so much, it's got to be nice.
Oh yeah.
Now, even as a dad, it's nice. Yeah. Even as a dad, it's nice, and you do get it as a dad. But in like my girlfriend just gets that multiple, so much more than I do.
Does she love being a mum?
Oh yeah.
You can have more.
I don't think so.
No, one and done.
One and done.
Because of the workload, or
I probably maybe it's tricky. Like I would quite like to have one, but the giving birth was not easy.
Yeah,
giving birth was difficult, and then I think with her career and money and everything, that too might be just too much to take on. But I'd be, but then
you'd be up for it.
Yeah, but then again, like you're just not doing the same workload as much as you want. As much as you want, as kind of split 50-50.
Yeah,
like I've joked about this on stage. Like he didn't agree to it. We agreed to it to be 50-50, and he's come along and he's like,
no. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. It's not an equal split. Yeah. I mean, I try and do as much as possible because I could see how much of a strain it was on Natasha parenting when we got together. So I tried to took as much away as possible, just to try and. I think when you love someone, you just want to make their life easy as much as possible.
Absolutely.
So I got involved a lot straight from the get go, and I'm still involved a lot. I do a lot of the running around and stuff for clubs and all of that kind of thing.
I think it might get easier as they get older, like because like he, when they're young, he still breastfeeds, so that's still a big, that's still a big thing. Well, they don't really. It's interesting because they don't really breastfeed for food, like they breastfeed for comfort.
Yeah.
So I do think that'll get easier. Going back to the thing now, so we've covered reincarnation and that. Why do you think we're here? Do you think there's any meaning to life or reason to life?
I think it's we've evolved and we're here to make more of us.
Right.
Yeah, we're here to make babies.
Yeah.
And that's why fucking and sucking feels so good.
Yeah.
To make more, to try and promote us to make more.
And how do you think we'll do it? Because have you ever seen that thing? What is it? If you got all of the history of about we're just on the fingernail.
We're fingernail shaving, right?
Fingernail shaving.
Yeah.
What do you think prognosis? Do you think we're gonna do well?
We're fucking doomed, mate. We're doomed. We're so fucking lucky, right? You and me, we're all so lucky that we're in this like fucking tiny slice of time where it's all great.
Yeah.
Like if you look at history, it's like pretty fucking bleak to be
Horrific.
alive.
What was
right?
that thing? Life was short, brutal, and do you remember that one?
No, what is it?
There's a quote, I think, from medieval times that life was short, brutal, and there's another, I can't remember what the thing, but that was
That's how life was.
Yeah.
And like now it's like cushy, and like with like AI coming in now, I feel like it's fucking doom ahead as well.
Right.
And I feel like we're in this really sweet spot. We're so lucky, and I think I like try to be aware of that because I'm like, this is fucking amazing. We're in the sweet spot.
Yeah,
and we've done it. We've fucking done it.
We have to enjoy it.
Yeah. So I think we're in that. We're in the fingernail shaving is the whole thing, and then we're in this tiny little bit of that, which is perfect, pretty much. You know. And you fucking imagine like Uber Eats. You can fucking get food from wherever in the world, like right to your fucking door. I call it room service.
It's unbelievable.
I call it room service.
It is unbelievable.
Like sometimes if I get a day where we don't have to do anything in the morning, like really rare, I'll sometimes be like, should we get room service? And I'll call up breakfast on fucking Uber Eats.
It's unreal, yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. To get breakfast on Deliveroo is the most extravagant thing. Like, it's just insane.
I mean, it's wild. It's wild.
My Henry VIII
lucky.
couldn't have got, an Indian breakfast delivered to him in the morning.
What a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I often think though, like, okay, so we're on this kind of pan, but like every other living thing on the planet has to be rooting against us.
I know. They must
mean?
fucking hate us, right?
They must hate, like,
because we're fucking it up for them.
Yeah.
If you watch any of those Attenborough things, they're like, you are the fucking problem.
The problem.
Yeah. And all these look at what you've done to all these fucking poor orangutans.
and when we get to the point where whatever we do that we become extinct, it'd be like the whole earth, it'll just like blossom like a flower. And
You've seen that like Chernobyl
the TV show?
Yeah. Is it like the documentary?
Go on.
I haven't actually seen it. I've just seen like a clip. But it's just like the way that the wildlife has just overtaken all the old buildings.
Because they've all left.
Yeah, because there's no one there. Yeah. And it's like in COVID as well. Like there's like all these like wildlife coming into the towns and stuff, wasn't there? Yeah. I don't know how you did with COVID, but I enjoyed it. I had a good time. And I enjoyed that kind of like
I had a mix.
Chill.
So I had a mix in that I was working. So I was still managing the pharmacy. So I didn't have social isolation to the same degree other people had.
Oh, you had to go to work. It's just business as usual.
Business as usual. And I remember at the start, no one wanted to come to work. And I remember telling them all, listen, because I knew it was going to last. Like if you'd listened to the medical people, they were saying 2 years from the start.
Right.
And most people didn't think it was going to last that long, but I was like, this is going to last this long. So I remember saying to everyone at work, like, by the end of this, you'll be over the moon that you have this job, because we do get to go out and we do get to meet people and all that. So, and very exciting at the start, and it was great not to be to get out, like you're going to work and everywhere's empty, and it was very exciting. And then there was a middle point where it just got a bit tedious.
Yeah, I think it probably depends on.
And then people were having around. Fun at home.
Yeah.
And you were at work. Like I'm in WhatsApp groups and everyone's having everyone's having the time of their life. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm at work and someone's texting, I'm in a WhatsApp group where they're all fucking sharing photographs of cans and they're watching Train Spotting at 2:00 on a Wednesday or something.
Oh, that's a shame, because
it
was so unique where it's like, no one else can do anything. So there's no guilt about just
slobbing it.
Just fucking around. Life became about getting food. Food and cooking food. That was it, basically, and just having fun.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Right, we're coming near the end of it now. If there was a God, and you met him, what would you say to him?
I'd say you're fucking joking, aren't you? No way. I was like, I'll pull on his beard, check if it's real. What would I ask him? I don't know. I'd be fucking. I'd just be flabbergasted that it was. I'd be speechless like I am now. I'd be like, I don't believe it's what's on the other side of that gate.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'd say. I'd say what's going on. I'd say no. I'd ask him if hell is real.
Right.
And this is what I'd ask him. Right, I'd ask him if hell is real, and I'd ask him who of my mates and who are there, and especially a couple of people I went to school with who I fucking had a bit of beef with, and they fucking bullied me.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, are they there?
Yeah.
And I'd just check that. Yeah. I just go do a Rolodex of who's down there.
Have you got an attendance record for hell? I just want to have a look to see who's down there.
Yeah. I think that's what I'd do.
I think that's my favorite answer to that question so far. I think that's the best one.
Yeah. What do people tend to say to that? Is there any kind of thread which runs through it?
It's a bit kind of weird. People have a lot of questions about quite specific sort of things.
About stuff they did in their own life, whether it was like a...
No, about like the one that springs to mind is Bemi recited a story from the Bible, and he was like, what was that all about? Why did you do that? And like bizarrely, in my naive kind of thing, I always just thought like people would thank him. I think I would just thank him because I've had a nice life.
Right.
You know, so I'd be like, you know.
Yeah, so you assume it's up to him. He did it.
Well,
he was pulling the strings.
Well, if a God exists,
that would be another question. Like, were you in control or was I in control?
Oh yeah, that's an interesting one. Well, I wouldn't think that he's in control, but more that he created. You know, if he exists, he created the world, and I got to enjoy it. So I'd be like, nice work there.
Fair play.
You know, fair play to you. Fair play to you. I had a great time.
Yeah. I give him some
Don't listen to the complainers. Everything was perfect. It was fabulous.
Yeah, for me, don't look at the news. But for me, it was great.
It was great. Look, you can't please everybody.
Yeah.
But that's all left for me to say is thanks a million for coming on the show. You've been watching myself, Jack, on Does God Exist, the podcast. We'll be continuing on. So just to go, where are we kind of putting you in? You're sort of, would you still say you're an atheist, a non-believer, or are you a bit agnostic, bit unsure?
I don't think there's any specific being. I don't know. I just know there's something else that I don't know what it is.
Right.
That's all I know. I know that I feel like there's something else and I can't comprehend it.
Okay, yeah.
Right, so I don't know what it is. Maybe it is a guy, maybe it's a girl, maybe it's something other like a lizard or something. But
yeah,
you know, there's something, but it may not be a thing. It's just it's beyond my comprehension.
I think that's a very sensible answer. Yeah. And before we head off, anything you'd like to plug or tell our guests?
Just keep your eyes peeled for the Lovely Boys podcast. And check us out on Instagram. Sketches on Instagram. That's it.
Yeah. Well, thanks a million, Ben Cohen.
Thank you.